What do you mean? Well, you know how we're dating now? I just don't know that we're actually, you know, a couple. Or at least, I don't know that we're beyond friends. Yeah, you seem more or less like friends with benefits. Though friends normally don't do the sort of things we do. Yeah, like I said, friends with benefits. Physically we're a couple. Coupling, at least. It's like every time I try to find out more about her, or about what she wants to do with her life, she dodges the question. Like the other day, I was talking to her at lunch about some schools I've been looking into. And I asked her, have you looked into any schools lately? She shrugs in response, says no, and when I ask why not, she says that she doesn't think that far ahead. I asked why she had that policy, and I suddenly realised that you're rambling. I'm about to start describing and wisely decide to climb up. She what? She changed the subject. Wouldn't talk about it. Maybe it's an uncomfortable subject for her. Or she just doesn't think it needs explaining. Yeah, but it's just not that. I want to know how old you are, Yuko. Seriously. You don't seem that bad of a person. You just seem kind of tense. Every time I try to find out what's been bothering her, she changes the subject too. It's like she likes being with me, but not getting close to me. Or more or less sharing her personal info with me. Now that I've said it out loud, I feel worse. Yuko digests this bit of information. You know, it seems to me that you're more serious about this than she is. I can almost feel my stomach twist into a knot. She's right. That's exactly what it seems like. But is that really what's going on? I mean, sorry, I'm just talking nonsense. You shouldn't take my advice, you barely know me. Oh, I like your advice, Yuko. Oh, don't cry. God, again. I'm just the librarian, and I'm single, so you can imagine I can't know what I'm talking about. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. No, I think you have a point. As much as it hurts to even consider it. Yuko seems to desperately try to find a way to soften the blow somewhat. Look, I'm probably wrong, but if you want to be sure of how obviously wrong I am, maybe you should just talk to her? Get some time alone and just ask about it. And don't let her change the subject either. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Or maybe I should just enjoy what I have. No, because if you try and just enjoy what you have, you'll never be happy. Because you know in the back of your mind that you are not happy with what you currently have. You want to find out more blah 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 blah. You want to find out more about Emmy, and therefore will never be happy if you settle with being happy with what you have. I kind of went in a full circle there. We have fun hanging out, after all, and the runs are nice, and the other activities are nice, and talking to her is nice. Do I really need to get closer to her? What I've got right now is pretty good. But that's silly. I want to get closer to her. I want to be able to help with whatever is bothering her. But maybe I should wait until after exams are over. So there's another thing. If you wait until exams are over, then maybe it might be too late, you know? Maybe you've left it too long. Maybe she'll think, why didn't he come to me earlier? Huh? Huh? You have to put all these things into perspective. Maybe she'll brighten up once the stress is past. If she does, then I don't need to worry about it anymore. But if she doesn't, well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I thank Yuko for her advice and head back to my room. Maybe I'll be able to concentrate more on my studies in there. Dun 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 dun. Katawa Shoujo. Dun 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 dun. Oh, what happened there? I leave the room after finishing my final exam and breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, we just had all of our exams. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we clearly ended up not talking to Emmy. And we just wait for the exams to pass. No, that's alright. As I'd hoped, the exams weren't so bad. I managed to breeze through just about everything but the English one. that was acceptable. I wonder how Emmy did. Even more so, how she's doing. She looked terrible at lunchtime. I mean, she was pretty happy to be out of her wheelchair. Oh, good, so she's out of her wheelchair. Everything's going our way. But she was so exhausted. Something's been wearing her down, and I'm starting to really doubt that it was just the exams. Does it really take a rocket scientist to figure out that it's her dad that's worrying her? Should I confront her about this though? My musing is interrupted by a tap on the shoulder. Oh, it's Mattel. Hey, Hisao. Got a minute? No, I have other things to worry about. Well, I don't know. I think I can spare a few minutes. I mean, it is Mattel, after all. And, you know, well, I mean, Batman. Yeah, I guess I can spare a few minutes. Yeah, I've got some time. Nowhere important to be, or anything like that. Mattel raises an eyebrow, as if questioning my statement, then beckons me back into the class. Yeah, it does sort of sound a bit sarcastic-ish. I wanted to get some feedback from you if I could. I know that this course wasn't quite up to your level. Don't worry about it. Science club activities more than made up for it. Did they? Well, in fact, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Do you think that was a worthwhile activity, just for my own reference? Well, yeah, it was a great way to go further than we did in class. It was definitely worthwhile. Mattel seems delighted by my response. That's great! Exactly the sort of thing I was hoping for. You know, Sal, I'm glad you came here. It's always good to have a student who really gets into the subject you teach. Yep, teacher's pet. In a way, it makes dealing with the rest of the students more tolerable. You're a bright kid too. You talk to this stuff like a duck to water, or some other such simile. Thanks. You're a great help, especially with that college stuff. There's one more thing to say. Bit of advice, from one scientist to another. What's that? What does a scientist do? Observe the world around them. Exactly. Good. A simple question, but one that most people can't seem to answer. That's the essence of a scientist itself. We observe what's there and try to figure it out. But what if there's something you can't figure out? What's a scientist to do if you can't observe something? How, for example, can we talk about quarks, when nobody has ever actually seen one, or black holes when observing them directly is impossible? Well, scientific equipment's pretty advanced. Mattel irritably waves away my response. No, not it at all. Those are tools. I'm trying to give you a philosophy. Think. If you can't observe something directly, how can you observe it? Guess? How? How would you guess the movement of the quark? What the fuck is a quark? What is your guess based on? Of course. I should have thought of it earlier. Things that affects. Mattel claps his hands together excitedly and whoops. And whoops. Woo! Yes, exactly. Good. Remember that, Hisao. If you go and examine something directly, it's because you're looking at it wrong. You have to look at it differently if you want to uncover the truth. And if it eludes you, then look at what it leaves behind. Sounds like something that Rin would base all of her sort of intellectual property on. That is the essence of being a scientist. Maybe Rin wants to be a scientist. We never stop looking for the answer. Never take anything for granted. Either that or scientists and artists definitely have the same sort of train of thought. Observe equipment and observe some more. There's a lot of stuff out there that makes no sense to sell. Your job is to get it to make sense. If nothing else, I hope you've learned that here. I think I can remember that. Mattel smiles, satisfied. Good. Now you go enjoy your time off. You've earned it. What about all the other kids? Have they earned it? Or did they have to stay in class? I leave the room feeling a little confused. What brought that on? Although, am I going about this thing with Emmy the wrong way? Oh, he just gave you a new light on that entire topic. Well, well, well. If she won't tell me, then can I go about it some other way? Maybe you could force her into telling her. You know, pretend like you're taking her out on a date. Take her to the shed, you know, have a seat in the middle there. Maybe slap her a couple of times so that she's sort of unconscious or, you know, waving around like, pretty daisy. Sit her on the chair, you know, strap her feet and arms to the chair so that she can't move. And effectively torture her until she tells you that, okay, maybe that's going a little too far. Maybe we should just, you know, delete that entire conversation. You know, let's not remember that. The question keeps spinning in my head even after I made my way back to my room. What if she gets angry about it? Besides, what if it's nothing? If I go in and refuse to leave until she tells me what's wrong or something, won't that come off as clingy? I don't want to start a fight or anything over something like this. Maybe I should just drop the matter and see how she is tomorrow before I do anything. Would it be so bad just to let it go? It's not like we don't enjoy each other's company. But odd as it sounds, I really want to help her. I don't even know what with or if there's anything at all she needs help for. But I want to. That's too many knocks for an Emmy. I'd say that's more or less a Kenji or a Mishra and Shizune. Suddenly, a knock at the door rouses me. Thankfully, there wasn't an A in front of that. Suddenly, a knock at my door arouses me. Oh, thank God it wasn't aroused, because, yeah, it's Kenji. I open to see it, Kenji. I open it to see Kenji. Oh, it's you. It's me? That's it? If you had any idea what I've been through, what I've done, you'd be happy to see me, dude. I mean, that was some epic you may never see me again shit. And here you're just acting like I went down to the store for some milk. Did you go to the store and get some milk? You're a cold man, Hisao. I really respect that. Thanks, I guess. It's smart to play it safe, you know? Don't show any emotion. Keep your cards close to your chest. Unless it's time to show your cards. Or you have bad cards. Then you should fold or collect your winnings. Do you understand? Not at all. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I take it, the mission went well? Oh, awfully nosy of you, isn't it? You can't just go saying things like that. Things are at a delicate stage. One wrong move and BAM! The invasion succeeds. I thought you were going to blow the conspiracy wide open. It's bigger than I thought. I need to update my charts. And probably change some of the puppets around. You wanna help? I've got some whiskey from somewhere. You can fill me in on everything your investigation has turned up. Better not. I'm supposed to meet her today. Gotta go do that. Can't raise suspicion. Kenji nods in approval. Still keeping it close to the chest, eh? Okay man, I respect that. Good luck. Thanks. I'm just going to pretend for the sake of my own sanity that he's wishing me luck and talking to Emmy. And if I squint, the hold card analogy he was talking about works here. If you squint? No, I'm squinting and it's not really working for me. Time to lay it all on the table. We'll see if I can get Emmy to lay on the table. With a sense of something approaching purpose, I head for Emmy's room. Is this the day after, or are we still in the same day? We're still in the same day, aren't we? So, Emmy's still going to be pretty tired. I hop up the stairs leading to her room and knock on her door. Who's there? Huh? That's odd. Her voice sounds a little choked. Yeah, she's crying. Hey, it's me. I thought I'd stop by. Oh, that's not good. No, we don't want this music. No, we don't want this music. This is sad music. Moment of decision. No. Wait. Yeah, moment of... No, I don't like this music. Go away. It's sad. Sal? Come on in. I reach down to open the door, only to find that it's locked. More and more curious. Your door is locked. Oh, yeah, sorry. Give me a minute. In a few minutes, Emmy opens the door grinning. Sorry, I had to put my legs on. I was napping. Despite her grin, there's something definitely off. Emi's eyes are slightly red, and it looks like she's been crying. Hey, no problem. You okay? Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that you look like you've been crying. Oh yeah, Hisao, you're off to a great start on this one. What? Nah, I'm fine. I'm just happy to see you. She punctuates this with a long kiss that continues as the door slams shut behind us. I know what she wants to do now, and I'm also painfully aware of how badly I want to do it too, but I break the kiss with a wrench of self-control that nearly kills me. Hey, wait. Emi's eyes crinkle in confusion. Huh? Wait for what? We need to talk. Isn't that supposed to be my line? And never a good thing to say? She's got a point. It's usually the lead-in to a breakup. Or the prelude to a fight. That's very true. That's dead 100% true. Maybe it can be a good thing this time. That's the hope anyway. Can we at least get onto the bed? It's my first day back on these things and I'm still readjusting. Plus, the nurse said I should try to be on them less often since running put such a strain on them. Can't argue with that. It's a trap, we both know it, and we both don't care. Then again, it's awfully hard to get angry while in bed with the object of your affections, so maybe there's that motivation too. I set Emi's legs by the bedside and sit down next to her, throwing an arm around her shoulders. In silence, we just enjoy being able to be in this position again for a few minutes. Then, of course, I need to ruin it by opening my mouth. Look, I know that you've been having kind of a rough time of it lately, and I want to help you out. I thought it was just exams getting to you, but now I come to your room and you've been crying, and that kills me. But I can't do anything if you won't talk to me about it. I told you I'm fine. No, you aren't. It's obvious something's eating at you. You can tell me, you know. There's the slightest increase in tension in Emi's voice. Why is my saying I'm fine not good enough? You're concerned, I get that, that's cool. But I'm fine, and it's nothing that you need to worry about. Not sleeping and spacing out more than Rin doesn't strike me as being fine. I just want to help. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't like seeing you like this. I want you to be happy, you know? I get the feeling that came out wrong, because Emi fixes me with an icy stare. So you want to fix me, Hisao? She's definitely getting angry now. Want to swoop me on your white charger and save the day? Stop the nightmares, the phantom limb pains? Restore what's lost? Her voice catches in her throat, and the tears start to flow. Well, you can't. Nobody can. Nobody will. I'm so stunned by a sudden verbal assault that I remain quiet. Neither of us says anything for a while. I'm surprised that Emi tightens her grip on me rather than pushing me away. After a deep breath, she starts talking again. Look, I'm sorry. There's these nightmares about the accident. The accident. I should have known. I knew all the while. It took her legs after all, but it never comes up, of course. And I usually deal with them fine, because I can run. Running clears my head like nothing else. I don't have to worry about anything while I'm running. I just concentrate on breathing, on the rhythm of things. It's easier that way. Life's easier that way. Just keep moving forwards, you know? Nothing else matters, just getting around the next curve. And then it's the next curve, and the next, and the next, until I can't go anymore, or think anymore, or do anything but slow down and walk until I catch my breath again. After something like that, nothing else matters. I really want to get that inscribed on a ring. Nothing else matters. But I've been stuck in that goddamn wheelchair for Wheelchair for too long, so no outlet. Today, it just kinda boiled over a little. You could have talked to me about it, you know. You didn't have to go at it alone. Emmy smiles sadly like she's trying to explain to a child that all fire burns. Yeah, I did, and I do. But why? Why do you have to keep going through this alone? Why can't you just trust me enough to let me help you? That smile, Ken. Emmy leans in and kisses me on my cheek, an almost motherly gesture. She leaves her mouth closed to my ear as she confesses this one thing to me. Because, Hisao, I've already had everything I knew ripped away from me once. I don't know what I'd do if it happened again. She pauses as if uncertain as to whether or not she should continue. I can feel a violent churning in my gut. She continues. So I can't rely on you, or the nurse, or anyone else. Just me. That's how it's got to be. Having delivered this short speech, she looks down and covers her mouth with the back of her head. The conversation's clearly over. I search for something to say, but I can't think of anything. These fucking onions, man. Maybe I should go. I've got stuff. Emmy doesn't even look up. She sounds tired or relieved. I can't tell which. Okay, Hisao. Go take care of that stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. I get off the bed and head for the door, pausing at the doorway. Hey, Emmy. Yeah? 1,000 things I want to say. I'm too mixed up to say any of them though. After her admitting that she'll never let me close, I feel like my world's just been ripped out from me. What happened in that accident? I know she lost her legs, but that's never seemed to bother her. What happened there? What scares a girl so badly that she won't accept help, even from someone she loves? I don't know. But I want to know. I want to know so badly that being denied the answer feels like a knife in my guts. Hisao? You were saying? I'm still standing in the doorway. Nothing. Never mind. And I'm closing the door and walking down the hallway, down the stairs, out the door, into the dark. Somehow I wander back to my own dorm. My brains are doing a mile a minute, going nowhere fast. I can't figure out how to deal with this. I thought that moving forward was a good thing. Dwelling less on a past that I can't change, living in the present and looking at the future. After this, things with Emmy, I'm not sure anymore. She was saying the truth, it's simple to look at the next curve, ignoring the path gone by. No worry about the opponent left behind, no care for the spectators on the sidelines, and unfortunately, no time to watch out for the lagging teammates either. I throw myself down on the bed, looking at the corner of my ceiling as if the answers I want were written there. No such luck, of course. They never are. I've always looked up there and they never are. She's literally running away from something. She's running scared. But I have not been doing the same thing. Trying my best to forget about... But have I not been doing the same thing? Trying my best to forget about my hospitalization? I am getting better, but my health isn't going to magically fix itself. Emmy has 2 legs instead of a heart to deal with, but those aren't going to magically fix themselves either. Maybe this is just as fixed as the both of us can get. The room becomes darker and darker until I can really tell them that I'm looking at a corner anymore. I'm beginning to think that I didn't choose the right path then. I really hope I did. I really hope I did. The morning comes too soon, on the heels of a sleepless night. Is this how Yumi's been spending her nights? Staring at the wall or ceiling, trying to stop thinking about whatever it is? Her, in my case. That clenched feeling in my gut is still there. I can't rely on you. Words spoken so casually. Almost like she were teasing me, or chastising me for suggesting that the earth is flat. That's how it's got to be. The way it's got to be sucks. I'm feeling so miserable that I very nearly decide to skip the run. That would be stupid though. It's not something I should do just to see her. Sure, that was the original reason, but it's something more now. I've started to enjoy the running itself. There are worse ways to get the blood flowing anyway. Never thought I'd say it after the first week or so, but I feel a lot better after a run, like no matter what else I do today, I've at least done that one thing. It wakes me up too, and Emu herself said that running always clears her mind. Maybe it'll help clear mine. I hope so. The morning is cool and clear, if a bit humid. Summer's making itself known, it seems. And with that note, I shall end it there. Right, we certainly had everything in that recording. We had some definite sexy time, some definite black screen. I'm assuming one whole episode is going to be pretty much completely black. And then we had a bit of a depression, so that was fun. Yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next part. Bye.